Hello everyone. Many are constantly looking for schemes, methods, and secrets to boost their deposits. But few people begin to understand that the grail is right in front of their eyes. In this video, I will show you how to increase your balance as safely and simply as possible. But first, let me remind you that the link with a bonus for Pocket Option will be in the description below the video. All we need to do is connect this indicator. After that, the chart will display moving averages like these: green, red, and blue. The next step is to choose an asset where the moving averages will move diagonally like mine and without intersections. In other words, you need to find an asset that has a strong trend. Let's say I found such an asset. The moving averages are clearly trending upwards. Next, in the case of an upward trend, like mine, when the price approaches the moving averages, we enter at the beginning of a new candle in the direction of the trend. If the trade goes into the negative, we place a follow-up trade against the trend. If there is another loss, we place a second and final follow-up bet again based on the trend. The stronger the trend, the less the risk of connecting follow-up bets. Therefore, always try to find only strong trends. Accordingly, when the price starts to move sideways, like here for example, it is not worth entering into trades. The same applies if the moving averages are intertwined. In that case, you should change the asset altogether and not even attempt to do anything. This strategy is ideal for trends, so we only act in trends. This is the main rule. There should be no sideways movements. The preparatory part is now complete, and there is nothing more to connect. So now I will show you visually how to use this strategy and consistently make a profit. I will focus on this asset. The moving averages are going down, the price is certainly fluctuating a lot, but there is no sideways movement here. At the moment, it is already at the moving averages. It doesn't matter which one, the bigger the pullback, the better, the greater the potential for active movement. And now the candle is nearing its end. At the beginning of a new one, I enter for a downward movement. The basis of $100 according to the signal goes into profit. The moving averages started indicating a strong downward trend, then the first pullback, touching the price of the moving averages, and from there entering the trend downwards. As a result, the price went down, and I am in profit. Let's move on. AUD CHF is in a downward trend, indicated by the moving averages perfectly sloping downwards. The price has already touched one of them. It may rise even higher, which would be even better. Well, for now, we wait for the candle to close. There are literally 2 seconds left, and then we enter for a decline. In the last seconds, the trade goes into profit. There is also a downward trend here, with the moving averages going down without intersections. The price is also in a downward trend. At the touch of the line, I entered a sell position, and as you can see, the price moved exactly in the same direction. The asset is out of the USD CHF. The signal is there, and it is very strong. Why? Because the price has retraced all the way to the blue moving average. And since the trend is downward, the potential for a decrease is very large. By the way, we can already observe this through such active decline. There is 1 second left until the end of the candle, and I am placing the trade. Another trade goes into profit without any additional entries. The conditions are the same, with moving averages clearly directed downwards. After the bearish candle, I immediately entered the trade. I will continue to look for more. Today seems to be a day of downward trends. This is already the 4th time, and once again, it's a great signal. The moving averages indicate a strong trend. The price has already retraced to the moving averages, and from there, it resumed its decline, which essentially indicates where the price is headed. All that's left for me is to ride this wave. The basis confidently goes into profit, the signal was justified, the price moved clearly downwards, without sideways movements or stagnation, actively rose to the moving averages, a signal appeared in the form of a price touching the moving average, and then it also actively went down. Let's move on. The asset USD ADOP has a strong and quite prolonged downward trend, but it may change now. But that doesn't matter to us. We act solely based on the conditions, and according to the conditions, we need to enter a downward position. The base went into the negative and the catch-up went into the positive. The losses were recovered, so it finally got more interesting here. There was no avoiding the catch-up. The conditions for the asset were met, and then I entered the main trade, as usual, from the moving averages trending down. The trade ended up in the red, a green candle appeared, and based on these conditions, I entered a new position in the upward direction. As a result, the losses were recovered. So, I found an upward trend. This is my P2. For this trading system, the price has already retraced and approached the moving average. This candle is about to close, so I am entering a main position in the direction of the trend for an increase. The $250 trade is in profit, and I am also in profit. There is an upward trend. The price started to rise from the green line, and a deal was made for an increase. In the end, the trade resulted in a loss, and I placed a follow-up bet on a decline. The follow-up bet confidently went into profit and covered the losses. By the way, the balance has already increased by $500 or even $600. In rubles, that's just over 100k, and this happened in just 10 minutes. I think you are now surprised at how simple everything can be. No complicated strategies or conditions. You calmly look for similar situations based on a template, concluding deals according to the conditions, thus bringing yourself into profit. No magic, no additional software. Everything you need is right in front of you. In my opinion, this is true trading. By the way, I combine this strategy with technical analysis. If, for example, the technical analysis starts showing losses against logic, I switch to the alligator strategy, which operates on a completely different logic than technical analysis. Let me explain. For instance, if the price has been rising for a long time, according to technical analysis, there is a very strong zone, and so on. The price is generally obvious that it will go down. Despite this obvious logic, I cannot enter a long position because everything points to a decline. Sometimes the price moves illogically, and in the case of the alligator, I won't even think about where the price is, what the levels are, or whether it's at its peak or not. I see the trend, I enter based on it, and then I follow the price. Therefore, using these two approaches makes it much easier for me to adapt and ultimately calmly recover losses and come out ahead. That's all from me. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please leave comments under the video if you have any questions. I also expect likes and notifications so you don't miss new episodes. The link with a bonus for Pocket Option will be in the description below the video. To join my closed Telegram channel, message me on VK saying, "I want to join the team." Goodbye everyone.